Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome to Why Islam Revert follow-up program. This is the first of many videos that you are watching in order to train yourself and equip yourself to understand how the Why Islam Revert follow-up program functions. My name is Imam Jawad Ahmed and I am the Why Islam Revert follow-up coordinator. And I am usually sending you those emails that you see, that one-to-one Shahada assignment that you see in the subject matter of the email. In this video, our perspective is to learn and understand how you as a Why Islam associate, as a volunteer, can mentor these reverts. Remember, we have the Ansar and Muhajir program in Why Islam, where you who is a Muslim are the Ansar, and that new Muslim, the revert, is the Muhajir, who has left their family and their religion for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and come into Islam. As soon as you receive that email with the contact information of that Why Islam revert that has taken Shahada on our hotline, what we request you to do is click on the accept or reject link that is mentioned in that email. This helps us tremendously in terms of keeping the statistics and keeping a follow-up that who is being assigned to who and who's taking responsibility and who's not. Because if there is somebody who's not taking responsibility for that Why Islam revert, then we need to immediately assign that revert to someone else. So therefore our request to you as a first step is to click on the accept, and then further you can progress in the next steps. If, however, for some reason you wish not to accept that responsibility, then it's very simple and you can click on reject, and no need to even write a comment for that perspective, because then that will inform us that you have rejected that assignment and we can then reassign that to someone else. So brothers and sisters, please remember and make sure that you do click on either one of those, because then it expedites the process in our Why Islam database system to keep track of where the revert is being assigned to. Now the next step. Once you have clicked accept, what is to be done? Usually the revert has given us their phone number or their email, or they are given both. If both is available, then of course we encourage people to first of all call them and not email them. But if the phone number is not available, then you can email them and requesting their phone number. In that email you can introduce yourself as a Why Islam volunteer and as a mentor, and you can tell them why you are requiring or requesting their phone number. It is to talk to them on the phone and mentor them and teach them about Islam and about the worships that we have in Islam. Here we do request as a Why Islam organization responsibility that the moment you find out that the revert's contact information is not correct or there are any discrepancies in it, for example, the phone number is disconnected, or that you call the phone number and the person picks up and says, I never took the Shahada, I never talked to anybody, or for example you call the number and the person over there is no longer there and they moved out, or any one of these variety of scenarios, we request you that you immediately notify us at Why Islam just by sending an email to the email address reverts@whyislam.org. Or if the email has bounced, the email that the revert provided, and the phone number is disconnected, we still need to know. However, if the phone is disconnected and the email is valid, you can communicate to the revert and request them to provide you with a phone number so you can contact them. Having set these things aside, we now move on to the next step, and that is what to do when you call them. As soon as you call them, greet them with the Islamic greeting, Assalamu alaikum, and tell them your name and tell them you're calling from Why Islam Volunteer Organization, and inform them that you are their assigned mentor and that you have been given the responsibility to groom them and nurture them in Islam. What are the next steps to be done in this respect of first phone call? We will cover that in the next segment, part 2. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.